Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Preston from Up in the Air. Just wanted to give you a quick reminder that if you do like any of the content you see on this channel, please consider giving us a subscribe. Anyways, let's get into it.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Preston. This is Hunter. This is Ethan.
And this is Season 2, Episode 6 of Up in the Air. We're bringing you the gaffes, the goofs, the laughs, and more importantly, some of that good
special effects action you just saw there.
Oh, man.
But, aside the fun and games, Ethan, you've got more experiments to talk about, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
Well,
I'm so excited.
Usually we hand it off to Hunter, handing it off to you. Get into it, boy. Let's see what we got.
All right, so I'm going to educate you two and the listeners, the viewers, on...
Fuck 'em.
on some more unethical and inhumane testing on Americans. More specifically, experiments involving radioactive materials and babies in the womb.
Oh.
So
if you've eaten dinner, go away, because you're not going to be able to keep it in.
Yeah, probably not. All right, so...
Before you get onto it, what is this going to be named? And, UITA season episode, radioactive baby womb? I can call it that.
I mean,
that's a thumbnail clicker right
Baby
there.
womb?
Baby womb?
Yeah, radioactive babies in womb.
It's not the baby's womb, though.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you said baby womb. I was like, hey.
Radioactive women.
Radioactive
wombs,
babies.
And babies are up in it.
Yes.
Anyways.
Yes.
Vanderbilt, let's get to it.
Yes. So this first portion that we're going to talk about takes place at Vanderbilt University. And it is a private research university in Nashville, Tennessee. And this takes place immediately after World War II.
They got science in Tennessee?
I guess, man. They got a private research university in Tennessee.
They got all the country music in the world, and they also got the science.
They got sciences.
If this goes somewhere dark, then they didn't.
Oh, it does, very quickly. So researchers at Vanderbilt University gave 829 pregnant mothers in Tennessee what they were told were vitamin drinks that would improve the health of their babies.
God. First of all, who would drink?
Dude, if I thought I was going to get a fucking powerful baby, imagine if this actually worked and instead of killing the babies...
Super babies.
It actually made super babies. Imagine what would have happened. Like, we would live in a completely different world if they discovered this.
I think I've talked about it before, but like the reason the evolutionary... we've paused our evolution in train,
Yeah.
is because the wombs of women are small... And if they could somehow increase the size of the vat that the baby was born in, it would, in theory, come out so you know how chimpanzees, they get born and then they walk.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the thought there. Imagine how much faster you would be smarter if you could talk and walk.
Yeah.
When you got out of
immediately.
Oh, sorry about that. You got to point at me.
You're good. So, to continue, the issue with the vitamin drinks is that the mixtures contain radioactive iron, and the researchers were determining how fast the radioisotope crossed into the placenta.
Hey, here's this nice ice-cold beverage for you. I know it's glowing, but just don't even worry about that.
It tastes like fruit punch, I promise.
I want to know what the fucking... Hey, so you've signed up for this thing, and we're telling you it's this... Here's a drink. I want to know what the hell the whole situation was. Where it's just why are these pregnant women, did they just give it to them?
Yeah. They were like, hey, do you want to try out this drinks can make your baby real strong. You want a strong baby? Drink this.
That's just what I'm thinking about. Is
this is 1950s, right?
I think it's earlier. It's probably mid-1940s, late 1940s.
Okay, so...
Because it doesn't specify. It just says immediately after World War II, which means that there's definitely German scientists involved in this.
We're still in that area where it's the cure-all beverages and shit that would all come out. And they're like, hey, try this magnificent weight loss cure.
It would have fucking arsenic in it or something crazy like that.
Yeah, so this doesn't actually surprise me that much that they could... A university
I was about to say apple juice, but then the thought in my head was baby juice. I'm like, nope, that is not the one I was meant.
Baby juice.
Yep.
Oh my
baby
goodness.
juice in my head is it. We're not gonna go there.
We'll leave that one alone.
Continue, I'm so
Drop a
sorry.
comment below if you know what baby juice is.
If you one, the consistency, two, the color. That's really the
Oh,
important thing
man.
here. Not made of real babies. Come on, you animals. Fuck.
So the women who drank the radioactive iron experienced horrible rashes, bruises, anemia, hair, tooth loss, and cancer.
So definitely radioactive.
Absolutely, yes.
It might be a little bit.
I
but-
mean, like, I don't know what the hell they thought was gonna happen.
Vitamins, man. Baby's good. So the baby died, obviously.
Well, no.
Really?
At least 3 children are known to have died directly from the experiments. That were like in the womb they developed a form of cancer or leukemia.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then 4 of the women's babies died later in life from cancer as a result of the experiments. So not all of them died at an early age, but I want to say they don't delve into it probably because they don't have records of every single baby that came
I
out.
was gonna say,
so
I
they
might
don't
go
know.
out on a limb and they died.
Yeah, I want to say a majority, probably over 60 to 70%, probably died from some form of cancer.
Yeah, I could see that happening easily.
Um,
You don't just you don't just drink fucking radioactive material and it'd be cool.
No.
yeah, I
You
wonder,
can't eat fucking fish while
That's
you're
probably what they
pregnant.
were fucking hoping. Like, one of these people is just going to be, like, completely okay. Like, all right, now we know we're going to study you.
Yeah, you have the strongest
you're
baby.
You're immune to radioactive stuff. Come with us. Oh man, but yeah, I mean, like, just think about like, wouldn't you assume that would initially hurt your stomach? Like, wouldn't that cause stomach pains? Because
think.
it has to be processed by the body, which means you're like very close to this radioactive isotope for a long time, at least a period of 20 hours. It's got to go all the way through your system. So, I mean, like, could you imagine?
Well, the damage is done the second that you swallow it. It's over with from there. Hey,
Whoa.
It's gonna
Please
slowly
silence all cell phones.
deteriorate your fucking
silence or
insides.
cell phones now. But yeah. Again, what was it last week? They were
This is
testing
the black sites.
radiation on children.
That was
that
2
was-
weeks ago, wasn't it?
That was
Or
2
the
weeks
two,
ago,
two
yeah.
episodes ago,
2
rather.
episodes, yeah. So now that's worse.
I mean, hey, man, this is the
worse.
time period where they were like, what's this radiation business all about?
Oh
They
my
didn't
God,
tell them though.
yes.
That's the thing. They didn't
No,
tell
and
them.
there's so many different. I'm serious. Every time I bring these things up, I tell you guys, I'm literally just scraping the top of it off. Like, there's so much more to just this stuff.
I just can't believe
You're
they're
scraping the
not
top.
being told.
You're scraping the top of what is public.
Yeah, literally. Like, this is just public information. Who knows what's still, like, behind closed doors or what's already been blacked out
Shit
and
that
came
will
out to the
never
public.
be told. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably not.
So, I mean, deep down, you guys, and we all know that this is not the worst that they've done.
Fuck no.
Which is pretty fucking bad, but oh well. I mean, it's in the past, so. So, about probably 5 to 10 years later, in 1953, the AEC ran several studies at the University of Iowa on the health effects of radioactive iodine in newborns and pregnant women.
What is the AEC?
I really don't know. I can look that up real quick. AEC.
I'm gonna say architecture engineer or no atomic energy commission. That's probably
sounds
it.
like that's
yeah,
probably what
that
that
probably
is.
makes sense the most. Anyways, so these studies went on at the University of Iowa in 1953. So, do you guys understand how iodine works in the body, right?
It's
Vaguely.
it flushes out impurities, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, because it does. Like it's one of those things that the body can't break down, so it just kind of goes through the system, and you can like that. Doctors now can use iodine to look at the blood flow in your body.
They use that for CAT scans or some shit like that.
Yeah. So they were using it in a completely different way. They weren't giving it to them in a form like we would get it nowadays. They were making them swallow it because they wanted it to go
With the iodine?
Yes. They wanted the pregnant women to swallow the radioactive iodine because they were again trying to see how long it would take and how much radioactive iodine it would take to cross the placental barrier.
Okay.
I literally typed swallowing iodine, and the first thing that comes up is the number for poison control.
Poison control. Oh,
Please
man.
fucking call us right now.
So in one of the studies, researchers gave pregnant women from 100 to 200 microcuries of iodine 131 in order to study the women's aborted embryos in an attempt to discover at what stage and to what extent radioactive iodine crosses the placental barrier. Now, these were just the ladies that had aborted. It goes on in another study where they gave 25 newborn babies who were under 36 hours old, so they were literally just fucking born.
Yeah.
Literally just born. And they gave them iodine 131. It doesn't say how much they gave them, but it was either orally, so of course having to swallow it again, or through an injection, so that they could measure the amount of iodine in their thyroid glands as iodine goes there naturally.
What is this in hopes of?
They don't ever go into
Big think.
I mean,
No shit.
right? Like, it's not really.
I can't even see like a good reason to. Okay, so you found out iodine is in your thyroid gland. What now?
Yeah.
I feel like it's like the same thing of just like with human experimentation by the Nazis during World War II. They're just like, it's all what if. Like, oh, what if
Trying
we
to
did
figure
this?
shit out.
Yeah.
Let's get some people and let's do it and see what happens.
Well, yeah,
what if
They were
this
literally
happens?
just shitting in their hand and throwing it on the wall and seeing what would happen.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
like the early 1900s when we started getting like good surgery and stuff, and they would just take people into like operating theaters and just try a procedure,
yes.
and then they would die, and then they would roll in another inmate and fucking do it again, and then if they fucked it up, another one, please, you know.
Yep. Literally.
It's hey, what do we got? Upside here, glass half full. This is up in the air, you know.
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
it's a good environment. So the good thing is that without all of this, without killing countless amounts of people and babies, who knows where it'd be at?
Exactly. That's what I was going to say at the end of this. So, of course, that's not all. There is another study in 1976 that was published. I can't even believe this, but it was actually a published study in the Journal of Clinical Investigation where pregnant women were injected with radioactive cortisol to see if it would cross the placental barrier and affect the fetus again. So they literally lied again and
Yeah.
gave them
This time they-
hormone drug that they made radioactive
For no reason.
for no reason.
I think they're literally trying to create fucking superheroes or some shit.
literally.
Because like that one makes a radioactive hormonal drug. You would think is like in an effort to like kickstart puberty or something.
In the fucking womb.
Yeah,
That would be
that's where my
insane.
brain goes.
That would be insane.
But then again, I don't get why it's radioactive. Because if it's radioactive, it'll just end up
It's just gonna
decaying
break it
into
down.
another element.
Literally, everyone. All right. So if you don't know what radioactivity in the body does, I'm pretty sure the most simple way to explain it is that it goes in and it breaks down your DNA and it unravels it and it won't be able to recreate more DNA, right?
In theory, I do believe so.
So that is radiation poisoning in a summed up way, yeah. So you're pretty much just you're pretty much just killing the baby when it's in the womb. Because there's nothing like that baby's just gonna go through life with fucked up DNA. Like it's just gonna be all fucked up. But if you guys want to look more into this, especially this last one, that was published in the Journal of Clinical Investigation. Check out In the Name of Science, A History of Secret Programs, Medical Research, and Human Experimentation by Andrew Golzek.
I was looking up some stuff here. Foods and beverages you can't eat. So you got like high mercury fish, obviously, while you're pregnant. This is what we're referring to. Uncooked or raw fish, obviously. Uncooked, raw, or processed meat, obviously, because you wouldn't eat that, you know, ever,
Yeah,
really.
no.
Raw eggs, you wouldn't eat that. Organ meat, interesting. However, eating too much animal-based vitamin A is not recommended during pregnancy. Okay. Here's my question, and this is the question. This is something actually that Jason has brought up to me multiple times. Back then,
Yeah.
Neanderthal. Well, not Neanderthal. Homo sapiens, as we know them, you know. How the fuck did we all get here if they didn't know this back then.
I mean,
And then I even reached the question further because I love thinking about this one.
yeah.
All the shit you say you can't feed animals. How the fuck do we have animals?
Mm-hmm.
We never knew that. Like, we were domesticating animals. Did we know you can't give a dog chocolate?
Fuck no. We didn't know that shit.
Exactly. So where do we even get the you know what I'm saying? Like the ethos of it, like the credibility. What the fuck?
I think it's for the most part, it's just like
It's bullshit, I think.
we now know things that could potentially do harm, so we're
Right.
just listing out all this shit to give the child the best chance at like being healthy. It's not. I don't think doing any number of these things is guaranteed will shit your kids fucked now. It's just like one of those things where, you know,
Here's
well,
something
we're
crazy
gonna-
you guys probably didn't know. In one of my college classes, my psychology class, my professor, told us that the reason kids love soda so much is because the brain, when it's growing and becoming bigger, as we all know, we are not born with a brain that we die with. It is constantly growing and going through and having stages through life. And in a kid's life, from the age of 0 all the way up to like probably 15 years old, that sugar, like the high amount of sugar in soda is super, super good for making all of the connections in the brain. Like the brain literally needs all of that sugar to help build it as quick as it can.
Okay.
So when you see a kid chugging soda, you know, it's not really, could be a bad thing, but it might not be. Who knows?
Here's a quick little factoid for you. According to researchers, the body replaces itself with a largely new set of cells every 7 to 10 years. Think about that. Your body really does replace itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've lived.
Pretty epic.
That means we have had 2 new bodies since the day we were born. Each of us have.
Well, it's pretty crazy. So, like, all of the stuff that has been here is always going to be here in some form.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, that is to say, we have and will continue to, like, ingest corpses, dinosaurs, fossils, everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Yes. Tis kind of, you know, it's kind of weird to think about it. Like 50 to 60 years ago, we used to think that we were born with the brain that we died with. Isn't that crazy? Like people thought that when you were born, that is as smart as you were ever going to be.
Well, people also used to fucking leech people, you know. Hey, you sick? You got the flu? Hey, pal, I see that you're not looking too good. Here's a jar of leeches. You stick them
Put 'em
all over.
on. Put 'em
Stick them
on.
all over your body. Where'd you get these from? Well, you know, the creek behind my house. Sorry, doctor's office.
Got a little what's a dressing room?
A dressing room?
Fitting room?
In what?
room.
How? Use the sentence.
I'm just trying to think of I don't know how my brain just shut down so hard.
What is it?
the room when you try clothes on, like at
Yeah,
the store.
fitting room.
A fitting room. Okay. If like
Yeah,
he
think
hands
so.
out leeches and he's like, "Here's a fitting room. Go try them on real quick. Let me know if they're a good fit."
Put them on
Ah,
like socks.
These are great. It's perfect size.
Could you imagine if there was a leech big enough to put your entire foot in like a sock?
That's weird,
Come here-
dude.
come
I don't-
here.
That's the
Give me your
worm
foot.
monsters from fucking King Kong. The
Yeah.
Jack Black King Kong.
Uh-huh.
Was there 2 Jack Black King Kongs? Was he in the second one?
Just the one, I think.
He
Just
wasn't
the one, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't in that second one.
No, he wasn't.
No, he was in the second one.
Was he?
Wait.
Did like the one that just came out not long ago? Kong?
No, I don't
I don't
think
think
so.
he was in that. He
I
was
don't
not
think
in that
that
He
one.
was
was
in the
a-
first one.
I think it was a lady antagonist. Well, it is. It always is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What was I just about? I don't know. Got some news? You got some minor talking points?
A little something we can blast over in about 10 minutes.
Hell yeah.
For one thing, when's this article from? 17th today. Okay.
Hey, it's current news.
So JUUL, just like a couple days ago, hit the Chinese market, and it has already been taken off.
What?
Yep.
For what?
I don't trust them, dude. They said they've halted all sales of JUUL in
Holy
China
shit.
already.
Oh my god.
They tried to move markets, and it just completely fucking failed.
Yeah, it says right now that JUUL is trying to pretty much convince China to let them keep selling their products.
I like how there's so many products.
Yeah.
And there's so many companies who sell products, right?
Yeah.
Especially for vaping. Yet this one company is like in charge of the entire future of the entire industry.
Oh yeah.
Like the way they act is
Yeah.
completely tied to
Belligerent. They're
everything.
belligerent.
Oh yeah, they're like, okay.
They literally don't give a fuck.
Well,
Well,
they don't give a fuck and they act in extremes because you think
Yeah,
back, they took first they raised the prices of pods, right? It went from 10 to $20 for like a normal pack. And then they removed and then what was it? They had like a couple months ago or like a year ago, they had that first like attack by the FDA where I was like, "Hey, fucker, we know it. You're trying to advertise the teens, blah blah blah. Change your tune." And so then, what do you know? The price of the pods went up, and then the prices they started like not selling the good shit everywhere.
Mango, creme brulee, all that.
And then, what does that do? Absolutely nothing.
No. But I mean, that's the thing with them. Like you said, I mean, they're dominating the fucking vape market right now, and
And you want to know why?
because they're fucking kids, dude. It's
No,
all the
it's
kids'
literally,
fault.
It's literally because who owns JUUL?
I mean, they're their own entity, but the
Parent company.
Altria, they have a massive stake in the company, and they are a tobacco giant.
Yeah.
So
that's why-
that
that's
is
why they are
exactly
gonna
why they're
be-
so successful is because they're owned by big tobacco.
Well, I think they're successful of their own right, just because of what they are.
Oh,
but
yeah.
they're going to be largely unaffected by anything because they are partnered with this company.
So
Absolutely.
Altria is a 35% owner, and then they came from Pax Labs. That is their little company name.
Okay,
But yeah, let's check out
they
this.
made $2 billion in 2018.
Altria.
Now that we're
Look
talking
at that.
about Altria specifically,
Yeah, tobacco company.
I was talking with my dad about this.
25.36 billion in 2018.
Damn. So, something to think about. If you guys look back on the early days of tobacco, like the 1920s, it's when big tobacco decided to research if it caused cancer, and then they were able to prove that it does, and then they hid that information, right?
It was the Royal College of Medicine who literally came out with the first day, like, hey, yeah, guys, hey, but just quick thing here, causes cancer.
Well, it wasn't until the 50s when that came out, but the big tobacco did all of their research in the 1920s, and they kept it hidden for 30 plus years. And I think the same notion is going to happen when marijuana becomes federally legal. I think big tobacco is going to get their hands on it because they have all of the equipment already. They literally have all the equipment they need. They would just have to replant with marijuana instead of tobaccos.
There's already been, I should just look this up real quick. First of all, I'm looking at this emissions and values of this big tobacco company, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're so high up in their own fucking puss. Look at it. Help solve societal issues important to our business stakeholders and communities. You know what that sounds like to me?
What's that?
Let's fucking penny pinch the U.S. government into letting us sell poison to the populace.
Yeah.
Offer our consumers enjoyable product choices, including reduced harm products. What? It's cigarettes. It's
Yeah.
cigarettes.
Well, you notice how, kind of scroll back down for that. Pretty much every single point besides the one is all about their stakeholders,
Yeah.
and business partners,
Yep.
which I mean is understandable, but like they're
Politics.
sketchy as fuck.
Holy fuck. 28 harm reduction engagements, 9 keynote speeches, 15 panel discussions, 105. I just get bad vibes from this whole thing.
Yeah, same.
What was that one truck we saw that one time that has that company name on it where me and you were both like, that is a fake fucking company.
It was like,
LabCorp. It
LabCorp.
was LabCorp. Their website is giving me vibes that LabCorp did.
Yeah. Look up
I
LabCorp.
forgot
What
we
is
said-
LabCorp?
Yeah, look at how fake. Okay, so everyone who's listening, it's LabCorp, like LABCORP, one word, and then the whole shell company name
Yeah.
is
Holy
literally
shit! It's an S&P 500 company.
Testing Laboratories Company. That is what they call themselves. What the?
And, yeah, we were just like, this place ain't
Their
fucking
headquarters
real.
is in North Carolina.
Yeah, they got a bunch of
What do they do?
exactly.
Oh, they're Walgreens.
No, they do.
They're partnered with Walgreens.
They fucking do everything and nothing. Like what? Literally, what are we doing here? Like,
Prepare for a test. Patient test information.
it
What is
doesn't.
patient test information?
It doesn't even tell you what they do. They're just what did it say? They're just Testing Laboratories Company.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know, dude.
Or in the business of improving health. They
Wait, go
fucking
back.
steal kidneys.
No, hold on. Go back. It says it operates one of the largest clinical laboratory networks in the world.
Yeah, you've seen
I
enough
don't
movies.
think so. Go back to their
Number of employees 60,000.
yeah, go there. Go scroll towards the very bottom of the page or something.
Yeah, see if they have any
Go,
trademarks or
frequently asked
copyrights.
questions. Hit one of those. Do labs. Let's do labs.
Here we go. Can I schedule? May I use pre-check? How far in advance can I schedule? What? I complete the pre-check process.
What was
Again, it doesn't say what they actually are testing you for.
Do you remember the day when we initially kind of developed this theory, and I was like, I'm gonna go on their website and check it out. And they had a little news thing,
Yeah.
and it was some weird shit there's been a security breach, blah blah blah, something, and it was super
Holy
serious. I'm like,
shit.
oh man, they're fucking up to something.
Oh, this is just. Wait, LabCorp patient portal?
Dude.
They're gonna send you to the fucking Mars, dude. They're gonna send you through their patient
it's
portal.
it's like a button. They call portals buttons.
It's a joke,
or
dude.
buttons portals. I mean,
Hey, Ethan?
Huh?
It's a joke, man.
it's a knife.
It's a knife. Yeah. My mom's calling listeners, and I'm gonna just keep talking to you guys.
Wanna have a quick guest on the podcast?
No. I don't know what she's gonna be telling me. Oh man.
Oh, do we want to do an old school
We c-
up in the air type session?
Either
Some-
that or was that your Jewel news? Did you have any other geopolitical blah blah blahs?
Oh yeah, I guess I got some stuff about Russia that's kind of interesting. I told you earlier how a couple weeks ago they had that whole radiation incident, and then
Oh yeah, with the
stations were going
radioactive smog
offline
or
and-
whatever.
Yeah. Well, now apparently this huge virus lab in Russia blew up, and it was holding
Whoa!
Ebola strains and fucking smallpox and anthrax and all kinds of shit.
Was it a terrorist act or
I think it was just an accident, a fire, and something happened. But as per usual, Russia's just yeah, we're cool.
fucking negligent?
They're just yeah, we're
Yeah,
nothing's
Jesus Christ,
nothing's
man.
wrong here.
Russians are fucking crazy, dude. Oh my
Dude,
god.
there's always shit going on. And then I came across another article that said North Korea attacked a Russian ship. I don't think it was a warship, but some civilian ship. And I feel like, though, I haven't read into it very much, but I feel like it had to be a military ship in some capacity.
That doesn't make much
because
sense, honestly.
Now there's another article that says that Russia has detained 80 North Korean sailors.
This is so weird. I thought they were buddies.
I think they were buddies with the Soviets. I don't really think they're buddy as much anymore.
How does a fucking pathogen plant blow up and then not spread it through the air? Well, most diseases you can't catch from just the air, so that's
Yeah, I don't know if any of them were airborne. Hang on, let me read this little part here. It says the laboratory is known for having developed vaccines for Ebola and hepatitis, as well as for studying epidemics and general issues surrounding immunology. During the Cold War, it was thought to be part of a now defunct Soviet biological weapons program, meaning that some of the most dangerous strains, including that of smallpox, Ebola, anthrax, and certain plagues, are still being kept inside of the building. They had fucking strains of the plague in there.
Yeah.
Why
what
the
was it
fuck do we
2
have
years
that?
ago? Was it?
Is there a way? Is there a
2
way to
years
get rid
ago.
of it?
No.
Can you dispose of this shit?
No, because the plague is it's a virus. So there's no. It's not a. I'm pretty sure the plague's not of bacteria.
if it's an organic form of life, so it can be burned and it can be poisoned. All of these things are true, and it's you're not gonna. I could see giving it vaccinate itself. Put the cure for the vaccination, but that really doesn't do anything. It just promotes like white blood cell like activity.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was wrong. It is actually a bacteria.
With the plague?
Yeah, the bubonic, the Black Death or bubonic
What do you
plague
want to call it? The rat one.
is a disease caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis that circulates among wild rodents where they live in great numbers and density. So, but yeah, it was like 2 years ago or something. Some little girl accidentally got the plague. Do you guys remember
Yeah,
that?
there was a very...
And she fucking survived.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
There was
Could you
literally
imagine being like fucking 8 years old and knowing you have a disease that's been around
got-
for fucking like
You
thousands
you
of
survived.
years?
You now have the biggest flex ever. I had the fucking plague when I was a kid, and
I was
I'm
literally-
still alive.
just a couple days ago. I was watching a video on the plague and the incidents and the events revolving around it, and it was literally like, hey, people from now could live if they get it. Like
Really?
maybe not if like everyone has it at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
but if it just is like a incident, but it does make it different that it was a child. Like if one of us got the Black Plague, we could easily live through it.
Really?
Yeah, because the like everyone was malnourished at the time. Like hardly anyone had clean drinking water. You're literally like living in human filth,
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
a good point.
and because it was in fleas and mice.
Yeah.
So
Small rodents. Yeah.
you literally can't do. I mean, the fleas is the thing that is like
Yeah.
mice get around, but there's fucking trillions of fleas.
That's a good point. I wonder if you get blood in a mosquito that has the plague, I wonder if that could transfer that as well.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it has to be a warm-blooded mammal to transfer, because like we can't get mad cow disease from cows,
Yeah.
sort of thing. It has to
Yeah.
cross the species barrier, which is like a weird thing. Like the plague mutated into a disease that could cross the species barrier.
What the fuck? Just came across this. Edward Snowden is now seeking asylum in France
What? I thought
wasn't
he
he
was
in
having
Russia?
a good time in
because
Russia.
he's moving on. I thought he
I
was.
think he probably told Russia everything he could, and then they were like, "All right, well, you're no use to us."
I thought
so,
he was in like
get
fucking
out."
Sweden,
So-
staying away from Russia.
It's. I hate to derail this topic, but is CNN a Democratic news station?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got a headline here to read. We really don't even have to delve into the topic of it, but it says, and this is like a really whip-roll of a sentence here, Houston activist who invited ICE to a community forum is facing deportation. He himself is a Guatemalan, unregistered, undocumented immigrant. He invited ICE, is facing deportation because he invited them to the event he's going to be at, but his family believes he was targeted. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What is
I
that?
don't know. He kind of did it to himself, man.
This is what we were talking about last week, where it's like
What, the stupid shit?
shit, like that last sentence right there. That shouldn't be there.
It shouldn't be there.
That
you're right.
shouldn't be there.
It's just going
What
to
the f-
incite violence.
What the fuck does it do exactly?
Yeah, it just incites violence. That's it.
Quick little thing.
His family.
I was getting folks messed up. I was thinking of Julian Assange. Was I think in Sweden?
Okay.
I'm not sure where Edward Snowden has.
Isn't
one.
he the guy who is WikiLeaks or whatever?
Yeah, Julian Assange is WikiLeaks. Edward Snowden is the whistleblower.
That's a big dick.
Well, I guess Julian
Dude,
Assange was too.
WikiLeaks is big dick
But
energy, man.
I've
Snowden
never
was-
even.
I don't understand where he gets his shit, but
I've
he's
never
been,
looked at that shit before. I'm not gonna.
He's been right a lot. Like more. He's more
Well, yeah,
right
it's
than he is
government.
wrong.
He's just looking at what the government has. He leaks shit like.
Well, he gets
government
shit from
documents.
other people. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just knows. Like, I guess he just knows all the fucking right people.
He was
guess,
I
dude.
was watching an interview with him in it, and he like has blatantly said that multiple governments, have conspired to murder his sources, and like one of his sources has been murdered.
Holy shit.
Oh, I don't
okay.
doubt it, dude. Did you ever watch the Snowden movie?
Maybe
With,
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
yeah, with him. That was
Yeah.
a good movie.
I don't know.
I,
Maybe
I have not seen it, but I heard it was a really good movie.
Interesting movie.
Yeah, I don't know. There it was.
It's pretty crazy though, because you can look at Edward Snowden sort of like a real life Jason Bourne kind of thing, you know? Like he's got information that the government doesn't want out, so they want to fucking off his ass, but they can't get him.
Yeah. The guy was crazy. The fucking balls it takes to be working for the CIA and NSA and just be like, you know what? I'm just going to start throwing this shit out there for everyone to see.
Literally.
And then how long did it take them to even catch them? Him, rather.
Well,
I'm not really sure how
He
long.
wasn't
how
quiet
they
about it.
caught
He
on.
he wasn't quiet about it, and he just fucking went for it. He literally just got as much information as he could and then put it out to the public and fucking ran.
I'm gonna go to his
Got out of fucking Dodge.
go to his wiki page here, see if I can get some more info. Cause I'm talk a little bit Edward Snowden.
I wonder if he's actively like censored himself, where he's like, I could show people this, but like I
feel
can't.
like he. I don't know this guy
Because he
I
knows that
kinda
if he
feel like,
does, it's like he will actually get fucking nuked wherever he's
yeah,
standing.
I feel like he wasn't putting out like anything and everything.
No,
I feel like
there's
he was
no
probably just
way.
like, you know what, people should know about this thing.
Not to mention the government's really good at keeping things compartmentalized, so
so
there's no way he knows everything.
Snowden is in Moscow,
Okay. But he's looking for asylum in France now?
France. Yep.
What does the French want from him?
Well, I mean, he's requesting it. I maybe he just wants to fucking move. I don't know, but because the quote, oh shit, did I close out my Reddit tab? Oh well. The quote was like he said he was like, taking me on is not a violent move towards the U.S. Please let me in.
That's hilarious.
That's the thing, though, is so obviously the Russian government isn't going to work with the American government to extradite somebody, but I feel like the French would. So I don't know why he would be moving, because France definitely has extradition.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe it's a move. Making a
I
very
mean-
calculated move right now.
I mean,
Maybe he knows what he's doing.
I feel like this guy. I feel like he definitely knows what he's doing. I just on the surface, it seems like that's weird. Because I mean, you know, France is we've been buddies for a while, buddies for a long time. So I feel like they're probably not going to do it, or they're going to be like, yeah, sure, come on, buddy. And then when it happens, they're like, all right, I'm going to pass you off to my friends here from the United States government.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
probably.
the second he gets there.
Yeah.
I feel like he's probably expecting that though. Like there's a
That,
reason.
that is the thing.
There's a
but like,
reason.
he's got to have some sort of plan, because this guy definitely knows that could happen.
Yeah, I mean he was smart enough. You guys know the deal. He bought a bunch of fucking. He didn't buy a bunch, but he bought a fake plane ticket. He bought a fake train ticket, all on the same day. To throw everything off, so no one could track him at all.
Yeah.
It's smart, but it's
Oh,
also like,
dude.
damn, you're really displaying a very vast amount of common sense when you do something like that. Like, okay, plane ticket to Alaska, train ticket to Mexico, and
yeah.
I have a, what do they call them, the fucking cruise ship. I got a cruise ship going to Morocco right now.
Oh man, yeah.
I just want to do that though. Like, I just want to get in some big fucking trouble, and then
just
see,
try your hand,
and then
see
just
if you can, how far you can get.
how long I can survive. That would just be I fucking stealing shit.
Let's think
arrest.
about
I
it.
just fucking murder someone. Get their buddy.
Let's think about it though. What other nations would not extradite besides?
Well, clearly,
Russia?
I'm going to Russia, and I'm gonna be
Besides
like, nope.
Russia or China.
Look it up.
I wouldn't even chance going to North Korea.
Wait, wasn't he
wouldn't
just-
even chance it.
Wasn't he just living in the embassy?
Not in Moscow.
Assange was. Assange
Yeah.
was living
yeah.
inside of an embassy. Yeah.
How the fuck does that work? You're such good friend. Like, you just live there. That's a government building.
Yeah,
just
and
living
that
in
guy
it.
got murdered in one.
Love that. Guy got murdered in prison too. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, but Snowden actually is like, as far as I know, I'm pretty sure he's living like a really good life
Probably.
over in Russia. Like they're treating him really good. Like,
Oh,
hey,
he
you know,
probably
fine,
had
keep
some-
This
telling
guy knows
us
a lot
stuff.
of shit. They're
Like,
treating
keep-
him real
yeah.
good.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say the amount of knowledge he has is what he is worth to them.
Oh yeah.
So keeping him comfortable, and hopefully he's still, because the moment he can't bring any more information, getting popped in the back of the fucking noggin.
Absolutely. I think
So-
maybe that's what's happened. Maybe he's like, he knows he's coming to the end of his information. and
There
he's like-
are
Or he's got some shit the French want,
a
and then he knows
lot.
that.
or that, yeah.
There's a lot of countries that don't have extradition laws with the U.S. Some of the bigger ones being Afghanistan, Algeria, Armenia, Bosnia, Cambodia doesn't.
All the EAs don't have it. That's
yeah,
weird.
a lot of
All the places you don't want to go.
a lot of African countries do not have it. Kosovo, Kuwait, Somalia, Vietnam, Yemen, United Arab Emirates, Uzbekistan.
Does Cuba have extradition?
Well, you could go to the Emirates and live a posh life, and they
fuck
would
yeah.
take you back. That's where he needs to go.
Right?
Oh,
She
shit.
needs to get some fucking moolah from Putin and
I
bounce.
Start walking.
imagine Cuba probably does not have extradition laws with the U.S.,
Okay, I didn't think so. That'd be another place. Like, you could make that work.
but they're also not listed on here.
See, that's so close. You could get one of them crazy military snipers just to stand on the tip of Florida and just fucking battle.
Oh, yeah.
Let's look it up because
Oh
I
my
feel like
goodness.
they probably do actually have extradition laws.
What's stopping you from going up on a 300-foot tower and just sniping a dude in Cuba from Florida? Nothing. Come on.
Let's see,
Could you
can-
even do that? Is that, like, even a possibility?
No, the curvature of the Earth is like 4 miles. So like wherever you're standing, 4 miles is when it starts to noticeably curve.
Yeah, but we got bullet drop.
Yeah, but you'd have to be 4 miles in the air to counteract the curve of where you're at. It's a right.
I guess.
Because
Yeah.
if you're on your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because then now you can see 16 miles.
Damn. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
And then that still isn't enough. It's probably 200 or 300 miles. Doing it. Going to Google on it.
Googling it. Quick maths.
Oh, whoa, Preston. I fucking hate this. Distance to Cuba from Florida.
That's the going back to Snowden here.
Ooh.
It's just like he
Cut that in half. It's like 300 miles. Anyway, sorry.
he really has to fucking he has to move here. There's no way he's letting himself get taken back by the United States. He has charges against him for treason. We'll
yeah.
fucking kill him.
Yeah, he's a defector. He's a
So-
defector for sure. But and now that's the thing though. A lot of people, like the people of the United States, look at him in a way different way that the government looks at him though.
Oh yeah.
The people look at him as a modern day Robin Hood. Like, holy shit! Like, I can't believe this guy's got the balls to put one of the biggest governments in the world on fucking blast.
I'm cool with secrets being revealed.
Same.
There's some people where it's like,
Holy
I can't
shit.
believe he's doing that. But
Only-
also, go ahead.
Only one person has ever been executed for treason.
Who? Really?
Yeah, his name was William Bruce Mumford, and he was hung in 1862
That's what I thought.
for tearing down a U.S. flag during the Civil War. They killed him for it.
Oh,
Holy shit!
dude, we weren't fucking around back then.
No, we
No.
were not.
Nah, no,
No.
nay, I say to that because we're trying to start a country, and this dude, he must have did it in a real bad zone.
He must have like
Could you? I mean, though, you're like the first 100,000 settlers come in, and you're like, holy fuck, this is harder than we thought it was gonna be. Let's make a flag. Betsy Ross, get on the case. Make a flag, okay? Thank you. We only have like 3 of these, right? We're putting them up. Some dude snatches it out of the air and starts tearing it up. What are you doing? You hanging him. You hanging him.
hold
He's
on a
dead.
fucking second. I guess
What would you have to do to get killed for like defaming a country, like America specifically?
like each state has their own form of laws for treason.
What's Illinois?
Illinois penalty not less than 6 years and no more than 30 of imprisonment.
Wow, that's pretty.
Pretty lenient for
Yeah.
treason.
Holy shit. Okay.
Well, there's a lot of people who like doing those corporate crimes in Illinois. You got to keep it light.
Oh yeah, that's true. Blagojevich or whatever. Wasn't he one of those bad boys?
I don't know.
He
I
was,
think
yeah.
So. All I remember is fucking Wiener, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
Aaron
Anthony
Weiner
Weiner,
or
Blagojevich.
Anthony Weiner, and then Aaron
Uh,
Schock, dude.
Yeah, Aaron Schock. Dude,
That
wow.
was like people's
He-
poster boy too.
Oh, I know.
dude, I know.
People loved him, and then all of a sudden that came out. Everyone was like, "Whoa, what?
Oh,
Schock did that?
Yeah.
What was his whole thing? Wasn't he some sort of like money laundering or some shit?"
His name was Aaron.
He spent a bunch of
Aaron
money
Schock?
building his own like place for him to chill.
So he was stealing fucking money.
Yeah, he used taxpayers' money to build his own like office.
Aaron Schock, Coachella. He was a headliner.
Oh, apparently he's anti-gay.
Really?
Wait, he's anti-gay, but he's got pictures out of him doing like
He doing
like being with gay strippers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like he's one of those.
He's trying to cover his tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like.
Yeah, there it is, right
Oh
there.
gosh! Thank God my screen
at
isn't on
him.
YouTube right now.
What the fuck? Hey, cutie, I'm Aaron Schock.
Oh no! What's his hand touching? Enhance.
Oh, he's putting $1 in the
Whoa.
fucking
Oh,
underwear,
yeah.
bro. Yeah, look, he's putting $1.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
Hey,
bad.
you do it good,
There
boy.
was a million different places his arm could have
Just-
been
just
during this
look-
photo.
Dude, he adores that stripper. Look at that
Kidding
face.
me, dude?
He's having such a good time.
Oh wow!
Oh my god, dude.
Hold on, I got.
Fuck that guy.
You gotta do it.
Uh-oh.
I fucked it up. I'm just
Fucked it.
fuck. I was gonna do Welcome to Club Naughty, and I messed it up. I can't.
Can you do me? I really want to
say it. Oh, wait. It sounds weird.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Something's still wrong. What is it doing?
There
Oh,
you go. Nope.
nope. Sorry for the... Oh, there it is. There it is.
There it is. Oh,
Welcome to Club Naughty. All that trouble for that. Yep. And did it pay off? It definitely paid off. I don't know. Did it pay off, guys? It paid off. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Wow, that was my fingers were going ham over there on that board
Dude,
trying to
as well,
figure it
fucking
out.
Tippy tapping away.
Oh gosh, gay congressman.
How is this?
Sorry,
What is
anti-gay
it?
congressman.
Is it
Look at that guy.
SCH?
Come on. Are you kidding me? Okay.
He looks
Look.
like a fucking thief.
Wait, is
Yeah, he looks like a thief. Cool.
Scroll up a little bit.
But what? Us him?
Holy
dude.
shit!
What?
He's actually. I guess
He's fucking buff though. I won't lie. He looks
He's got
ripped.
some.
Looks gay to me.
How can you tell? Like, you can't just fucking look at someone and be like, "Oh, he's gay."
Inside of your head every day when you look at someone, you're thinking three things. You're like, okay, the first thing that crosses your head of even if it's the opposite sex, same sex, whatever. You look at a new dude and you're like, am I gonna fuck that guy? No. Okay, that's what you say, right? And then you're
No,
like,
what?
And then you're like,
That is not the first thought. that
no,
goes through my head.
it's all so quick, dude. You don't get it. It's like the second, it's biology, dude. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not saying I think you could look at someone and be like, definitively with a correct answer, be like, oh, well, they are gay. Or predisposition to anything. They like black coffee. Let's put it that way, okay?
Okay.
The moment you look at someone, your brain has already done like 30 seconds worth of calculation where it's like, dude, I think I know this because before you go to say anything, you're like, I'm going to try to figure I'm going to try to figure it out.
Yeah, when you look at somebody, you're making assumptions. Yeah.
And then you're like, because sometimes you feel creepy. Like
Yeah.
if you feel creeped out by someone, do you
Yeah.
follow that instinct?
Yeah, most of the time, yeah.
So, if you think
Yeah.
someone likes black coffee, then maybe follow that instinct.
Dude, I'm on his Wikipedia page. They have a section carved out for his sexuality.
Literally.
What?
What's
Yeah.
it say? Formerly.
Let's learn about Aaron Schock's sexuality real quick. Where is it? Since
Fucking
2004. I don't want to read all that.
I stepped in my own shit. Hello?
He's gay.
Yeah.
But
That's,
so get
but
this.
That's the thing, though, because, like, he's so gay, he's anti-gay. He
Yeah,
doesn't want
you know,
anyone
he's-
to
he was
know
that one
he's
guy,
gay.
He was that one guy in high school
Yeah.
who was like beating up the gay kids, and now he is gay.
Yeah, literally.
So get this shit. Because I never followed really anything for his criminal proceedings and all that. He had like 24 something counts of felony corruption. And
Jesus.
get this, every charge was dropped. They dropped all of them,
That doesn't surprise me.
and one of his campaign committee members still got fucked. He got off free.
In case you didn't believe he was gay, and I'm going to completely convince you at this moment in time, he also came under firing for spending $40,000 to redecorate his congressional office to resemble Downtown Abbey. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm looking at you because you know fuck it to hell. You know what? If I was the state renovator, and I'm like, okay, okay.
There's rumors floating around
You
that he
want
might
a
be gay, and then he
fucking-
does this.
A time period office about a show that is a bunch of British ladies drama. Yeah. You're gay. Sorry.
Well, I mean,
I don't care if
you're
that
gonna-
offends anyone who's listening.
It's the fact that he spent $40,000 of taxpayers' money to do it, though.
Literally. I don't care. I'm ripping this guy a new one. He fucking stole from the state. Look at that. Look at him. Oh, I'm Aaron Schock. Ooh.
He looks like that one actor that was in the fucking.
He looks like a magician is what he looks like. He should
What
have
was the
been
Nick
fucking
Cage movie with the fucking Declaration of Independence?
National
National
Treasure.
Yeah, he looks like the dude off National Treasure.
I actually don't think he's ever openly stated that he is.
Well, no kidding. After all that, would you ever be like, I'm
Yeah, if
actually
you-
gay?
if you're publicly known as being anti-gay, would you really want to fucking come out as gay?
Well, I mean, he's not saying it, but like, he's doing stuff that
We should take a close look
clearly-
at Mike Pence.
Mike Pence?
Yep. Let's see real quick.
But apparently,
Yeah, because he's another one of
the
those
whole-
super anti-gay people.
the whole gay rights activists are super like fuck Aaron Schock, understandably.
Yeah.
Oh Lord,
What is GLAAD?
I don't know. Mike Pence. Oh,
What is GLAAD?
It's sorry about that. An acronym for something. GLAAD.
Wait, what? What is this website, dude? I'm getting weird vibes from it.
You know, we
is
don't notice it until you notice it, but no eyebrows.
Oh my God.
Wow, he doesn't.
Mike Pence literally doesn't have
It's
eyebrows.
just like the one thing where I don't know why, but I never really noticed that Steve Austin doesn't have eyebrows either.
Yeah.
Mike Pence confirmed skinhead.
Mike Pence
is.
is Steve Austin. Hang on, I'm looking up what the fuck GLAAD
doing?
is.
I'm looking through Mike Pence's profile.
No, this isn't his profile.
Wait, it
This
says
is the GLAAD network, bro.
it's a Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation.
Okay.
So are they talking shit about him?
I guess. Read the article.
They
real
must
quick.
be if
Hold on.
it's.
Mike Pence GLAAD. However, whoa. Vice President of the United States, following accused sex offender Roy Moore's lead, the Trump administration submits an amicus brief asking the U.S. Supreme Court to rule against workplace protections. Oh, it's literally every
So
account.
They're logging everything that.
This page is like, this is like a good 10 or 11 pages printed out of just everything logged about him being anti-gay
Oh, and it's even
and his
dated.
administration.
It's literally dated.
That's
too.
a big oof on this guy.
Hold on, let's read a couple. The Trump administration. Oh, hold on.
Here we got
The Trump administration files a court brief to the U.S. Supreme Court asking the nation's highest court to block transgender Americans from having nationwide workplace protections. What?
We don't really know what that means though, so like take everything at face value.
What? Yeah, but
They
like
have their own like awards show.
nationwide workplace protections. Why would you want to take like what? Like, I mean, I get it. Like some people are like, "What the fuck, trans rights? Like, what does that mean?" But at the same time, like. You can definitely admit there are some people who are so against trans that they definitely need workplace protection.
Yeah, they literally have like you click on the thing and it brings up the proof.
Oh my God.
They're legit, dude.
CNN's Don Lemon, the dumbest man on television, insinuated last night, this is President Donald Trump here, insinuated last night while asking a debate, quote-unquote, question that I was a racist, when in fact I am the least racist person in the world. Perhaps someone should explain to Don that he is supposed to be neutral, unbiased, and fair. See, so what we just learned is that...
continues.
Or he's dude dumb, parentheses stupid. This is our president. This is why he was president. To understand that no wonder CNN's ratings, MSNBC's also, have gone down the tubes and will stay there until they bring credibility back to the newsroom. Don't hold your breath. Fuck, I've never actually seen Trump blast someone like that before.
Wait, hold on. July 31st of this year?
I'm assuming.
Holy shit.
Because it would put the 31st of July at
that was a
8:31
month and a
a.m.
half ago.
I just love how, like, whenever he talks about himself, he is the least this or the most this.
Yes.
I just love how every time, like, I am the least racist person in the world. It's a fact. Like, I love that. I think it's so funny.
I also find it extremely entertaining that, like, because I've never actually, like, went and looked up. Dude, just the dumbest man on television.
He's going hard.
Can we all admit something just real quick? I just want us to admit one thing.
We're living in Earth 4, bro.
No,
This
hold
ain't
on.
Earth
no,
1.
No. Trump has a very limited vocabulary.
Dude, I'm not saying he's dumb,
Fact.
but he's definitely not a smooth talker.
No, he is not.
Here's
he
how
has
you-
such a limited vocabulary.
Here's how you know he runs the Twitter account. Is because, like, you can look back into Obama's presidency, and it's like Obama's Twitter account, and it's like cute pictures of his dog and his family. That he's not even holding the camera, so obviously, like, it's not ran by him. And then, like, all the talkings are like, "Oh, Mr. President of the United States is blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah." This is him, Donald Trump, just fucking ripping. Also, something to add to this: he didn't really attack his transgenderness. He just called him fucking stupid.
Oh, was that a transgender dude? Or
Yeah,
something?
the
Wait,
Don Lemon
Don
guy.
Lemon?
Oh, he's transgender.
Wait, that name sounds familiar.
Oh,
Is he
it says
who is he?
to attack Fox News. Oh wait, no, this was. Oh yeah, openly esteemed journalist. He's a journalist. Oh man, what about this one?
Wait, I'm confused. So is Don Lemon transgender?
Yes.
He is, huh?
Watching fake news CNN is better than watching Shepard Smith, the lowest rated show on at Fox News. Actually, whenever possible, I turn to OANN. Is that? Oh, One American News. That's what my grandpa watches. Interesting. Huh. One American News is like a completely fucking independent news station. They like swing both ways. They talk about everything.
Dude,
Really?
literally everybody has sexual assault charges against them. Don Lemon's got them.
Damn. Okay. He got me too.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Nope, I am actually talking about a completely different thing because it says right underneath this. I'd like to recant what I just said. One is, this could be this website's interpretation of this news network, but One American News, a far-right pro-Trump source that promotes conspiracy theories such as the Democratic National Committee was involved in the death of staffer Seth Rich, who was shot to death in 2016 in Washington, D.C., apparently during an attempted robbery. So who knows? But, hey, we know Washington likes to kill every once in a while, you know?
They could get some killing done. Be a little bit here and there.
Tidbit, a tiddly bit.
God damn, he fucking ripped him open, dude, right in front of Twitter's lap. That is fucking hard balls to the walls nonsense right there.
It's just, it's so stupid.
I just want to...
So goddamn stupid.
Yes, it is. Oh, man. Reporting in Slate reveals they have gone to extreme, but like even the last one, he just attacked the trans, like, it's like, don't even say the transgender part. He called a person stupid.
Dude, hang on.
Or say you have the lowest rated
It's just so
television show.
fucking childish.
You're
stupid.
I pulled up some of the best Trump tweets. I don't think these aren't just during his presidency, but just of all time.
Real quick, though, the thing I wanted to say, though, was like, it doesn't matter that person was transgender. He never said anything about it.
Yeah.
So this whole thing here,
Oh, that was almost really
this whole
bad.
thing here is like
Biased. It's very biased.
Yeah.
So,
Give me them good deets, dude.
sorry, losers and haters, but my IQ is one of the highest, and you all know it. Please don't feel so stupid or insecure. It's not your fault. That was from 2013.
Oh my god,
That
he sounds like a sixth grader
Dude, he
bully.
fucking
He
goes
sounds like a
off.
sixth grader bully, dude.
Yeah.
It's like,
and
that is
again,
something I would
my
hear in
IQ
fucking sixth grade.
My IQ's the highest. Is that what he just said?
Yeah, the
Dude,
highest.
all right, I'm gonna say it. He
Don't feel
sounds
stupid.
That fucking tweet sounds like something an incel would say.
Oh.
Am I wrong?
Mm-mm.
Dude, healthy young child goes to doctor, gets pumped with massive shot of many vaccines, doesn't feel good and changes. Autism, many such cases. That was from 2014.
That sentence doesn't
What
make
the
any
fuck?
sense.
Trump thinks.
I don't know if he's an anti-vax, but that said some shit. I'm going to be honest, I didn't really understand that sentence very much.
Yeah, I was going to say it made no sense to me.
At Ariana Huff is unattractive, both inside and out. I fully understand why her former husband left her for a man. He made a good decision. Holy shit.
Oh, fuck. When's that?
That was 2012.
God damn. He's ripping them up. He's taking them. Oh, give it to me. I'm President Trump.
The hatchet job in NY Mag about Roger Ailes is total bullshit. He is the ultimate winner who is surrounded by a great team at Fox News.
I did a quick little search of the highest IQ. Oh, very high. 263.
Wait, there's a person with that IQ?
Yeah, which is like 100 points higher than
What
our,
the fuck?
our
What?
intellectual geniuses who have brought us every innovation we know.
He's just got some crazy thoughts, man. Windmills are the greatest threat in the U.S. to both bald and golden eagles.
What? Say that one more time.
Windmills are the greatest threat in the U.S. to both bald and golden eagles.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. And it's only Republicans that I've ever heard bring this up.
What? Fucking better energy is bad? Because they love saying that.
The whole they have this one specific reason that they always come back to when they don't want to put up windmills, and it's that fact that it's gonna kill birds. And I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. It's we can live without a few birds and have clean energy. I don't think there's a problem with that.
Well, there's literally like not bald eagles everywhere. They live in mountains and like near mountain ranges and like incredibly high up.
Not really. I mean, we have bald eagles around here.
Like an American bald eagle.
Yeah,
we have them here, but
Yeah.
do they just live here? Is what my statement is. I need to look this up.
pretty sure they do.
But I've read a little bit about it, and it seems windmill farms are mostly just they help with energy, but if it was just windmill farms, they're not effective at all.
Oh no, definitely not.
It's the same thing with like solar energy.
Well, that used to be that way. It's not that way anymore. Solar energy has become fucking incredible within the last 10 years.
It's too fucking expensive though.
Not really, not anymore. You're gonna within the next 10 years, I think you're gonna see a lot more houses outfitted with their own
Takes about $13,000 to have your house ran off solar.
Is that Tesla's thing?
It's like
Or
baseline.
not?
That is
Wait,
what
does that come from Tesla, or is that one of Elon Musk's other companies?
Tesla. Yeah, it's the Tesla Powerwall, which is integrated with solar panels.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that it can be pretty expensive, but compared to what it's been in the past, this is nothing. I can look it up real quick, but I wonder what the average cost of a solar farm is.
Millions of dollars. They have to be replaced. That's what people don't get.
So the cost. Oh,
They have to be replaced and cleaned. Because the solar cells only last up to like 7 to 10 years until they start deteriorating performance. I mean, it's just sitting in the sun. It's
Holy
killing
shit.
the solar cell inside of it.
Okay, so the cost is per watt per solar installation. At a big scale like this, it's different on a smaller scale, I guess, when you're buying it for your home to be outfitted. But for solar farms, the price will range based on several factors, such as available sunlight hours and location. But it usually costs $1 per watt. Thus, 1 megawatt solar farm would cost around $1 million to install.
Yeah, and you would need that. That's like
Yeah.
1,000 or like
Yeah.
a good 1,000 homes.
I think that's less. I don't even know.
That's
how
100 kilowatt per.
It's
home.
not even like, it doesn't even say.
No, I'm saying 1 megawatt was $1 million.
Yes.
So like divide that up to 1,000. That's 100 kilowatts per house.
Oh, okay.
That would be about what you need to run a home.
Now, I don't know how. It says it's a 1 megawatt solar farm. Is that 1 megawatt per hour or like, I don't, hold on, give me a second. Because
Like energy, I think it can expel. It's not like over 1 hour it will generate 1 megawatt. It puts out 1 megawatt.
Oh, okay.
consistently?
Yeah, I do believe so. If it's 1 megawatt hour, then that is 1 megawatt per hour. Like you have kilowatt hours, which is what your Silco uses to determine,
Yeah.
how many kilowatts do they use an hour. They use a 30 kilowatt hour.
Listen to this. Large utility scale solar farms can require up to 2,500 acres. Yeah. That is
Jesus.
fucking massive.
And again, you have to replace them and you have to clean them.
Yeah. You
'Cause
got to maintain them.
They don't last forever.
You
Yeah.
can't let anything get on the panels. They've got to be clean all the time. There can literally, like, even like a small layer of dust decreases it exponentially.
If we could get wireless transmission of power, the best thing to do would be like, don't put the solar panels on Earth. That would be like my
Yeah.
my solution to it is like,
Absolutely.
or just
Dyson ball.
build like a really, well, you could do that, or build like a really large tower of some sort and just like fucking like a Thunderdome,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
Yeah, I always used to wonder in the solar farms why they had that big ass tower.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out that the reason that tower is there is because they have all the panels at a certain degree of where they're at. They're all on a 360 rotatable tray. So they can move in whatever direction they need to get the right amount of light. But at the same time, they have to be programmed to hit the reflection directly onto that tower, because if I'm not joking,
It'll
if
fucking burn.
that fucking tower wasn't there and you stepped in front of that and got hit by that light, guess how quick you'd die?
How?
Instantly.
You'd die instantly.
Really?
Yeah.
If you have like
There's so much heat and so much radiation
say,
coming off of those.
let's assume you have like all 2,000 some odd acres. I mean, this isn't how it actually would be happening, but like
Yeah, something that big will
all-
probably have multiple
all
towers.
2,000 some odd acres of solar panels running at 1 megawatt, all this bullshit, and the sun. You kill ants with one magnifying,
Yeah.
one source
Yes.
of reflected light.
Yeah.
I don't even know the number of solar panels that would be there, and if it just reflected onto you, you would be fucking gone.
Yeah, you would fucking you would just turn to ash almost instantly. Like you wouldn't even catch on fire. You would just all of the moisture would go directly out of your body.
That's just how we should start.
And you'd have melanoma, 100%.
That's how we should just start cremating, dude. Toss the bodies into the solar farm.
Literally just stick them down the
fucking
tube and let them burn out.
Yeah.
That's lasers.
Yeah, I've
dude.
actually seen a video of a bird that flies through the.
I think I've seen that shit
and
too.
it literally it goes right through, and the second it hits it, it just falls out of the air and dies. Literally.
I mean, hey man,
Shit just dies sometimes.
So you got to think like that's someone's job. They got to go pick up all the
Pick
dead
up the fucking
dead
bird.
animals and all that shit that end up at the bottom of that thing. That's someone's job, dude.
okay.
Ocean. The one that really gets me is like the ocean turbines. I like those. That's
yeah.
I
Current
feel like
turbines. Yeah,
that is a good.
that's really bad for sea life, though.
It's
It
no, not
destroys.
ocean, not that harnesses the power of the ocean. Wind turbines that are in the ocean
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
doing turbine farm. But again, I mean, it's probably less than the other one though. If you have a whole device that's in the ocean rather than having like a pole
Yeah.
that just sunk.
Now I wonder if you would want to keep that stationary and have it like directly connected to the ground, or if you would want it to be on like a platform that you had what are they called, that cancels out the swaying of the water.
You would have to put it on a pole and run the power line underground.
Yeah, I guess so.
Couldn't run it. I mean, you could run. I mean, you're not through the ground really, but like in a submersible pipe. That's how they run
Yeah.
fiber optic cable across the fucking ocean.
Yeah, across the ocean floor.
Put a thick, chunky ass cable, and they legit.
They just drop it down. Like, yeah,
I was like, I'm
y'all chilling.
almost 100% positive that the multimode fiber that connects like the coast of the East Coast and whatever, like UK, all
Europe,
that.
Yeah.
Is like a non-stop connection. Like it goes there without any repetition of the signal.
I wonder how long it
okay.
takes. Probably like what, 30 seconds to a minute?
What, to transmit data over it?
Yeah. Especially since it's fiber optic, so it's got to be pretty, like, it's got to be decently quick.
It's like if I can get you a distance from East Coast to Europe.
4,500 miles.
Now, hold on. Distance from East Coast to West Coast. Now I can give you an answer. Oh. From East Coast, 2,000 miles. So,
Pretty much close to half.
I'd say 45 milliseconds.
Whoa, holy shit. What?
Yeah,
You're not joking?
I'm not kidding. Because
It
I
wouldn't
can
even take a whole second?
I can essentially ping from where I'm at right now, which is what it's showing us. So basically exactly where I'm at. It's like so close.
And that's not even the real West Coast. That's up to fucking Alaska.
Well, this is longer than the width of the actually what it would be. But I could ping from my home here, let's say to California, in 1 millisecond, like almost no time, like legit, like a round trip. Like I ask it a question, and then it gives me an answer in 1 millisecond.
Holy shit.
It's fucking crazy.
That's a full circle right there.
God damn. I don't think we can get faster than that.
Well,
I don't think there's any necessary like reason to get faster than that.
we don't have to do anything with like ping anymore, because
Yeah.
like there's no if you get faster, there's nothing that can really happen
Yeah.
unless, I mean, you could have like, I don't even know what the application of that would be, having instantaneous data transmission. I don't know.
A worldwide like defense system, I guess.
Yeah, it would be able to like at moment's notice,
Yeah.
anywhere anything happens. I kind of don't want that to happen though. Like drones and shit flying through the air, being able to be like,
Oh yeah, or like
cool.
That would be-
a defense system, like a worldwide defense system against meteors or something like that. I think that'd be badass.
but yeah, I mean, like about a half second, that data
That
would
is
travel.
insane, though. That is really
Dude,
insane.
quick little closing point.
Yes.
I don't know. I imagine you probably saw it or at least heard about it, but you wanted some techie shit. The new Galaxy Fold is available for purchase now. Not on the U.S. market yet, though.
I saw the Mark-ass Brownie video about it, and the whole little. I want to know what the fucking application of the little screen protector thing they have to keep covered up is, because on the original one where it's like people were peeling off
Yeah.
the layer and it like completely messing with the phone. In my mind, I don't know how that works, because like you have glass, and then you have like your fingerprint detection system or whatever right underneath that, and then you have a digitizer, and then the screen, the digitizer is what detects your your fingerprint, and then you have the screen, and then you have a metal back, like a piece of white paper to reflect the light off of, and then you have a metal plate. I don't know what, like, fucking science they got, like some crazy shit probably, that where the top layer is able to fuck up the phone. I don't get that.
Dude, I don't know. I mean,
and then because the new one, they have like that bezel around it now.
yeah, they actually like tucked it in so people aren't tempted to pick at it.
Yeah, and then they added the little, because you could literally like get dirt inside of the phone and shit, because
They added that
because
little
where it
key.
like, imagine where like this comes out, so this is the screen, but then this portion has to break away for that you would just get shit inside your phone, and then you would close it and clunk, like a little piece of gravel or something, like a little piece of dust gets underneath your screen, and you close it, done.
Yep.
Kiss that fucking $1,200 phone goodbye.
I fucking guess, dude.
I still hate how small the
exterior screen is.
Yeah, it's useless.
The phone looks very wonky when it's folded. It's super
It does.
skinny, and the screen is, I don't know.
It's skinny, but it's thick, and
It's a cool idea, but I don't know.
we'll
Not good
We'll
execution.
build on it. We'll
Yeah.
build on it. Well, yeah, that's been about all we
I
got
saw
for
you
the.
glance.
It's been about all we got for today. So,
This been Preston. This been Hunter. This been Ethan.
and this has been another episode of Up in the Air.
An American podcast.
Goodbye.